Welcome. In this video, we will demonstrate the disassembly and reassembly of a Viking Pump GB-414 Series. This video covers these pump models. Before you begin, please consult the appropriate technical service manual for safety information. A copy of the latest revision can be found on our website at vikingpump.com. To begin, make sure the pump is secured by clamping the bracket foot to a table or by placing a wood block under the pump head. Use a 15/16 inch socket to loosen and discard the cap screws on the bracket end of the pump. Remove the head and casing. A pry bar may be required. Be careful not to damage the face of the head. Next, remove and discard the driver gear and the driven gear and shaft. Discard the casing and alignment pins. Remove and discard the bushing block and gasket. Next, remove and discard the bushing block and gasket from the bracket. Discard the head O-ring. Before reassembly, make sure the head and bracket are clean and free of debris. It is recommended to complete all subassemblies prior to rebuilding the pump to ensure all components are in place. Begin by applying O-ring grease to the bushing block gaskets and inserting them into the grooves of the bushing blocks with the protrusions down to aid with adhesion. Next, apply O-ring grease to the O-rings and install on the casing and head. Install the driven gear and drive pin onto the driven shaft and insert an external retaining ring on each side in the grooves. You are now ready to rebuild the pump. First, coat the bushing block and head with light oil and install. Make sure to line up the pin with the grooves in the pump head. Do this for both the head and bracket. Install the pump casing and alignment pins. Note that the casing will not be flush with the bracket. The gasket will be compressed when the cap screws are installed. Next, coat the shaft, casing, and drive gear with light oil. Place the drive pin into the shaft keyway. Install the driver gear. Install the driven gear and shaft. Next, install the pump head. Add anti-seize on the threads of the cap screws and install. Tighten the cap screws in a star pattern. The torque procedure involves 3 rounds. First, torque in a crisscross pattern to 75 foot-pounds. Next, torque to 115 foot-pounds. And finally, torque to 150 foot-pounds. For mechanical seal removal and installation, please refer to our GB-414 Series seal installation video. Finally, turn the shaft manually to ensure the pump rotates smoothly. Your Viking Pump GB-414 Series pump is now fully repaired and ready to be put back into service. For more information, visit our website at vikingpump.com.